You can sometimes break the second wall. Sometimes you can't though. And the third wall, if you can break the third wall, you're on some Geigen shit. And a lot of you would think, oh, I've broken the third wall before. Oh yeah, man, I've done that. Yeah, I was training so hard, I've broken it. You probably haven't. If you've broken the third wall, dude, like, you will not be able to train for like 3 days. Number one habit that got me lean. Okay, I was 210 fucking pounds, guys. Big boy. I was a big boy. And I know we're always like, oh, we don't want to be, we don't want to be too slim, too lean. But to me personally, as long as you got a little bit of muscle and you're lean, you're good. In my opinion, I was fat. I saw the face fat. I was like, I gotta make a change, right? One of the things that I did though was 10K steps. 10K steps, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. 10K steps, I'm not gonna sit here like it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's not the hardest thing in the world at all. If you work a job, right? If you work a job and you go on a walk a day, you can easily knock out 10K steps. When I run, I knock out 10K steps pretty fucking easy. It's not hard at all. What 10K steps does though is it keeps you lean. If we want to be lean, guys, we have to be in a calorie deficit. Now, people think that you sweat out fat, but you don't. When you sweat, that's more like a bodily fluid. That's more like toxins and stuff like that. So sweating is good for you, of course it is. But if you want to be like lean, like sweating is not gonna do much for you. You see a fat guy in the sauna like every day. Like that's not, sweating is not gonna do shit. What you want to be is doing consistent cardio. People do bikes, but they're not consistent on it. People do the Stairmaster, they're not consistent on it. One thing you can guarantee to do though is walk. One thing you can guarantee to do is walk. So how do we actually lose fat? We lose fat through our breath. I know you think I'm lying, you think I'm capping. Look it up, guys. Google is your best friend. Look it up, okay? You actually lose fat through breathing. So 10K steps a day is honestly a must. If you cannot do 10K steps a day, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to motivate you. You just have to get it in. Okay, you can walk down that way and walk all the way back and you will get 10K steps a day. You can walk to the store instead of driving to the store and you will get 10K steps a day. If I can do it, you can do it. It's not that hard and it will get you lean faster. What 10K steps usually equal out to is 500 calories burned. Now, this is different for everybody. It could be 600 calories depending on your weight, your height, yada, yada, yada. But it's pretty much 400 to 600 calories that you will burn if you just get 10K steps a day. Now, how does that look if you are doing that for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? I had a job where I was getting like 20K steps a day. I was lean as hell, as well as going to the gym, as well as eating right. I was so lean, dude, I almost did a bodybuilding competition. like it was literally that crazy. So this is something I wish I would have done really sooner. I always ran though. I always did some sort of cardio, but when you are not in that season where you want to do cardio, right? Just getting 10K steps a day will literally change your life. Literally will change your life. Now, the next thing is tracking your protein. So now the bigger thing, right, is tracking your macros, guys. Tracking your macros. Nowadays, I don't really need to use an app to track my macros. I kind of keep it all in my head. But what I do, right, funny. What I do is I track my protein. So what we got to remember, guys, is 1.5 grams of protein per pound, per like 1 pound of body weight. 1.5 grams of protein per 1 pound of body weight. We have to remember that. We have to fucking use that as a religion. That is the Bible. That is what we need. What this does is it helps you recover faster. Not only that, guys, but protein is literally like, it's really like a miracle drug. Literally, it's a damn near miracle drug. Because, okay, it helps you recover faster. It's going to be used for your hair, your nails, so it's gonna make you look better. You know, protein is not only used for your muscle, it's also used for your hair. It's also used for your nails. It's also used for your skin, right? So it's gonna make you look better, and it's gonna make you have your recovery be faster. Not only that, right? Protein keeps you satiated. So one of the biggest things with losing weight is people who have these carbohydrate type foods, right? They'll eat a muffin, they'll eat a donut, they'll have even rice. I don't mess with rice like that, but that's just me, right? They'll have rice and they'll be like, I'm not full though. So they'll have another carbohydrate based food. Then their energy will dip because the glycogen levels will raise. They'll have a high, it's not called high blood pressure, but basically they'll have so much insulin in their body that they'll just get into slump mode. And I've definitely felt that myself, right? Because I'm narcoleptic, so if I have too many carbs, I'll like go to sleep like that. I'll drop like a fucking stone in the ocean. It's crazy, right? But protein keeps you satiated. So on days that I feel like I've messed up my diet or anything like that, I'll just have a shit ton of protein, guys. I have a shit ton of protein. I had a whole can, not a can, but a whole thing. How do I explain it? What is it? Plastic container, I guess. I had a whole plastic container, like, you know, one of those ones where you get from those Chinese restaurant, just grilled chicken. It was seasoned. It was nice. It was seasoned nicely, but it was just grilled chicken. Why did I do that? Because I know that this is going to fuel me for several hours, and it did. It fueled me for like 5 hours, right? Just half a pound of grilled chicken. Sometimes that's all you need. It was actually ground chicken, not grilled. The point is, protein satiates you. Protein builds muscle. So we have to really look at your body fat. Look at how much you weigh and times that by how much protein you should get. It could be 1 pound. It could be 1.5. It depends on what phase you are in. So I'll go over it briefly. If you're in a muscle building phase, and if you're in a lean bulk building phase, you want to get 2 grams. You want to make this 2 grams per pound, right? You want to make this 2 grams per pound. Lean bulk, right? If you are not in a lean bulking phase, if you are in a cutting phase, you want to make this 1 pound, 1 gram per lb. Anyways, as you can see, I'm not really good with the whiteboard shit. I'll get better. Now, if you're in a cutting phase, you still kind of want to make it 1 gram, but maybe you'll do like, oh no, if you're in a cutting phase, you want to do 1 gram per body fat per pound. Yeah, I said that right. Yeah. So if you are in a cutting phase, you want to do 1 gram per pound. If you are in a bulking phase, you want to do 2 grams per pound. But for the most part, guys, golden ratio is 1.5 grams per pound. I wish I did this sooner. I even mess up today, not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be like under maybe 20 grams of protein or whatever. But this is something you have to stay consistent on, because if you're not, you're just gonna feel sore. If you feel sore, you're not gonna hit your workouts. And if you don't hit your workouts, you're going to slide back within the muscle building progress. Now, what was the last one? Low-key forgot what the last one was. Oh, yeah, I remember. Now, the last one, most important one, progressive overload and training with intensity. When I go to the gym, guys, y'all not training hard enough, okay? I'm telling you, you're not, okay? You have to train very, very hard if you want to build progress and if you want to build muscle in a quicker way. You have to train hard. You have to train hard. You have to put calluses on the mind. This is like one of the most important things about fitness. This is what we're in here for. Okay, when shit gets hard, that's where you're like, oh, this is why I'm here. This is a part of the journey. I chase this. It's at least what I tell myself, right? When things get hard, when I'm doing something that I don't want to necessarily do, when I'm in the gym and 11 feels like hell, but I got to get to 14. You see, when you train, every single time when you train, no matter what, this goes without saying, right? There is a wall. And a lot of you guys go right here, right? This is a lot of you guys. You go right here, you train, you're doing 1, 2, 3 repetitions, 4 repetitions, 5 repetitions, 6 repetitions, 7 repetitions, 8 repetitions, 9 repetitions, 10 repetitions. And these are lines of effort. Okay, these are lines of effort. A lot of you guys are getting close. You're getting close, but you remain the same. Because with all these lines of effort you have drawn, you really just went right here. And that's the point that you were already, oh man. Hold up. Oh, we're good. Never mind. The funny part is though, that's the point that you were already at. In order to grow, you have to break past this wall right here. This is the wall that you have to break past if you want growth and to reach a new echelon, a new level. So you're not trained intense enough. You see, you have to. The best way to explain this is this, right? Every time you go to the gym, you have to get extremely close to this wall and break it. That is how you hit a new growth level, and eventually, there'll be another wall right here that you gotta break. There'll be another wall, and there'll be multiple walls. But within that gym session, you have to break that wall a couple times. You have to be running, and you're running and you feel like you can't do anymore, and you push yourself to do more, because we have to remind ourselves the brain controls the body before the body controls the brain. Right? So you quit in your head before you actually quit in reality. So when you train, you must break this wall, guys. I do not care. It is literally the most important part. Training with intensity. This is why, if you are a natural and you go to the gym every day, I question you. I really do. Because are you training intense enough? When I go to the gym, guys, I can't go for maybe 1-2 more days with optimal sleep, with optimal protein, because you're supposed to feel that pain. My arms still feel sore from doing a set of bicep curls 2 days ago. You're supposed to feel that pain. You're supposed to feel that sore. There was times where my nervous system was fried. Have you ever had your nervous system fried because of your training intensity? A lot of you haven't. And you feel that when your nervous system fries, dude, you just get cold. Like, it's cold everywhere. You feel kind of a vibration in your arms. You can't really move as functional. You got to get there. A lot of people tell you, no, you don't have to get there. You should train like shy of intensity. You should do this. But people think I'm on roids and I've been only working out for 5 years. And not only that, but there's way bigger people than me. I've been going through a running phase a little bit, so I've been losing a little bit of muscle. But yeah, when I was in my peak, and even now sometimes, people think I'm on roids. But it's because I had periods where I broke this wall, and then on top of that, within the same training session, I broke the second wall. You can sometimes break the second wall. Sometimes you can't though. And the third wall, if you can break the third wall, you're on some Geigen shit. And a lot of you would think, oh, I've broken the third wall before. Oh yeah, man, I've done that. Yeah, I was training so hard, I've broken it. You probably haven't. If you've broken the third wall, dude, like, you will not be able to train for like 3 days. Right? So training with intensity. It's honestly something that I've done all my fitness levels. It's something I have to constantly remind myself. Why do I have to constantly remind myself? I'm giving you advice, right? Why do I have to constantly remind myself? Because naturally, human beings, we want to go to comfort. So it's something you have to train. You have to constantly remind yourself. You have to say, hey, this training session, I'm breaking the wall. I don't care if it kills me. I don't care if I die. You won't die. It won't kill you. It will just hurt a shit ton. But pain is where growth is. Pain is just destiny. So break that wall. Train with intensity. That is how you grow. These are 3 fitness habits that I wish I've done sooner. 3 fitness habits that I try to do every single day and that completely changed my life, and that I hope will change yours. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I do have a mentorship program where I help you track your macros, help you get into fitness, help you elevate the fitness level you are already at. If you are interested in that, the link will be in the description. Besides that, guys, peace out.